So, a little dark, but I'm gonna go ahead and candle the eggs. Again, I think I figured out how to film it and show you guys what's going on. So, here they all are, and here's the candler over here. So, just going to place some eggs on here, see what we see inside. So if you look closely at this one, you can see the embryo moving around. That little shadow you see passing over the egg, that's a very active baby moving around. And this is one of the ones that's progressed at the normal rate. Tomorrow is day 7, and that is my day to pull the eggs. This one is not really developing. It's a little chunky, like maybe it tried and failed. I'm like kind of looking for movement and I don't see any. That's one I just had. But that is definitely clear. No veins, no red, no darkened anything. So it's definitely a clear egg, and it has been sitting at the proper temperature, so it's a definite clear. But here we have another one, and I can see, perhaps you can't, an embryo moving inside. It's difficult to film these things. But there's little babies inside. I can't believe how active they are today. Yeah, I can see, you can see a very faint shadow moving up here toward the air cell. And that's going to be the baby. So, this is one of the eggs that was reset in a different position. And I, in my perspective, do see veins, but very few veins. Another one. And indeed, right here, there is a very, very small little embryo in there. Some of these air cells you can see are very, very large. Like looking at it from the side, I don't know if you can see, but I can. Here we go. So that sort of faint discoloration, that's the air cell going all the way up the side because of how much damage was done during shipping. So if a baby develops in that, it will require special care. So there is a chick inside of this one as well. But these are the ones. Oh, it's moving too. So these were the ones that were reset in a different position after I had thought they were too cold. And that's why they didn't develop. Not because they were infertile, but because they were in a cold spot in the incubator. So I moved them, and I rearranged all the eggs so everything was warm. And this is what I got. There are a few eggs that are 100% developing, but just... I think I already candled that one. Yes, I recognize his little position. So, next we'll just move on to these. That one feels cold. Why does that feel cold? That is atrocious that that's cold. Another cold spot in the incubator, maybe. These all feel cold. But I did check the temperature there, and it seemed alright. There is a chick there, and it is moving a little bit. And this is one that's a little behind the others. This is one of the ones that got moved to a better spot. Are you moving? I think it's moving. You can see just that dark spot in the middle. So I actually got a few of these ones that were late to start development. So it will be a staggered hatch, but I at least have them developing. My main worry with this is that they're developing, but the air cell in some of these is taking up an extremely large amount of space. So it's difficult. It's going to be difficult for this chick to hatch. So you can see most of this egg is air cell. If you look, that discolored area, the lighter area, that's the air cell. So most of this egg is air cell. So it's going to be an interesting time of this developing. And it makes it more difficult to tell if this is developing correctly or if it's got a blood ring or what. So, ooh, this one's good and dark, as it should be. Lots of veins. So there is a chicken here. But it's developing pretty, you can see it's red, and that's all you can see on camera of this one, I think. That it's red, and that's about it. So, this one's developing too, and he's right about there. You can see a shadow moving up and down, and that's really all that I can see as well, with that air sac being so large. Oh, he's on this side. Are you on this side? There you are, friend. But yeah, so these air sacs are pretty large, so it's going to be an interesting time seeing what happens. So, this is another good one. I don't see a blood ring or anything. There you are, little one. Where's this embryo in here? Some of these, it was harder for me to tell what was here. But, it seems good. So, I may begin incubation on the side. This is the double question mark. You can see it's got a shadow that floats around as I move the egg around. It doesn't candle clear as it should, but it's definitely not developing. And I'll probably pull it when I pull clear eggs in a couple of days. But those shadows that you see floating around just randomly are just chunks, because this one was scrambled so badly. It was near the side where the box had been smashed, where the other eggs were smashed. So, oh, there he is. I can see him moving. Not sure if you can, but I